Hello, my name is Tom Stiles, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show number 327. Yeah, I still got a cold. I don't feel bad, it just sound bad. So we're going to proceed on. This show is about something that one of my subscribers, whoo, got to cut back on the medicine here, gave me and asked me to do a review of. So we're going to go take a look at it right now. And what it is, if we go to their webpage, that's not their webpage. Jeez. Okay, Monitoring Times, which is been a magazine has been around for quite a while. About shortwave listening, scanner radios, and those types of topics. And I've always enjoyed this magazine. And matter of fact, I had stopped subscribing because I was so busy at work a couple of years ago. And last year I decided, I'd like to get it again, and it's now available via the internet. And you can download a PDF and read the latest issue. So I did that. And a couple months later, I guess I jinxed them because they went out of publication. So anyway, that's kind of a history of Monitoring Times magazine. And now what they did is they compiled most of their back issues, not all the way back, but back to 1999 until the latest issue, on a CD called the Monitoring Times Express Complete Analogy, which is theoretically all their back issues on a CD in PDF format. So I want to show that to you today. I've been playing with it, and it's got a pretty good reference. Now, one thing I have to tell you though, it is a little costly. If you go to this monitoringtimes.com webpage, it tells you, they've ceased publication, and they now have this CD available. Actually, I think it's a DVD. Yeah, it's a DVD because it's a lot of information. And if you click on here, it will allow you to go buy it. It's $99.95, so it's not cheap. But when you think about the price of the individual magazines, it's pretty cheap. And Monitoring Times and like CQ magazine for amateurs are good to keep around for reference. If you're some information is always good. It doesn't change or go bad. Some information. Other information about old radios. If you have a chance to purchase an old radio when you want to get some information, these types of magazines are very good for a reference. And that's why I used to keep them. I used to have stacks and stacks of magazines, computer magazines, radio magazines, Monitoring Times, and it just takes up a whole lot of room. It's hard to find things. The other beauty of this DVD is that all the articles and the ads are in there too, are indexed via PDF search. So let's go take a look at it. Let me open it up here. I'll have it here someplace. Yeah, here it is. When you insert the CD, you'll get something like this. Now, the thing is, I've already run it many times, so the introductory screen that tells you about it, it doesn't come up for me anymore because I've already read that. So you'll see something slightly different when you install it for the first time. But once you've installed it and used it a couple of times, you reinstall it. When I say reinstall, I mean stick it in your DVD reader. This is what will come up. And so you could open the complete analogy, or you can go directly to a particular year. And like I say, this covers 1999 to 2013. So let's pick the first year here because it has a little bit of information since it's the first year in this DVD. So we're going to open that up. And I have to admit I do not like Adobe Reader that much. So I typically use another reader called Foxit Reader. So I'm not real familiar with Adobe Reader because I don't use it that much anymore. So anyway, this is a PDF brought up in Adobe Reader, which Adobe Reader is installed on this DVD in case you don't have it installed. It's a free reader. The reader is free. So we can either search this issue, view the introduction, or pick a particular issue in 1999. So let's view the introduction. And it tells you a little information I did not realize. That it tells you, welcome to the Analogy. We compiled the 12 issues for that year, except it says these reviews are missing. So I don't know if there's other reviews that might be missing, but apparently they didn't get the rights to use Larry's reviews, so they didn't include them. So that's kind of a little disappointment. Not a big deal. I'm not even sure what Larry's articles were about. I haven't researched that. So anyway, this tells you about the DVD, and how to use it, and the fact that it's using Adobe Reader, and it has all the capabilities that Adobe Reader has to search and do everything you want to do. So let's go back to open the whole thing. Let's try that. There we go. Now, this again is another PDF file. So this is just a series of PDF files. And now here we can do a search of the complete Analogy, all these years. So we could do a complete search of all these years compiled. So let's just try that. Let's do a search complete. And that should open up. May take a little while. Okay, it says you're trying to do something, or my security is telling me it's trying to do something to read access your drives. And what it does is a couple of things it does is I think it may put some of the search results on your hard drive to make it run faster. That's just typical Adobe. Also, as you can see, the default for the search is in my documents on my hard drive. Again, that's related to Adobe. I don't want it to search there because I don't have any of these documents, these issues, monitoring times on my hard drive. So this is a mistake I made the first time. As I tried searching with these defaults, and it didn't find anything. So you got to go up here, at least in my case, I had to go up here and select the drive that has the DVD. Now, since I didn't select the current document, because I didn't select a document, you could go down here and you select a specific year, and then it's going to use that to do the search. I want it to search all of the years. So I've selected all PDFs in this DVD directory. And I'm going to search for one of my favorite old scanners, which is a BC7, whoops, help if I could type, 780 XLT. And see how many articles it'll find over those years on that particular radio. So we'll hit search, and it's going to take a while because it's got to go through all those issues. Here's June, March. I see it's working on March right now, 1999. May 1999. So it could take a while to do this search on all the issues from 1999 to 2013. So let's try to do a stop here. And it didn't do what I thought it was going to do. I thought it was going to give me the intermediate results, but it didn't. So we will start it again and see how long it takes to get through all those issues on my DVD. Now when I did this, it didn't take that long. But of course, when you're trying to do a recording, things don't always work out the same. So we'll see. It's November 1999. September is not particularly going in chronological order. It's okay. Now it's going through the indexes. Oh, I see why it didn't give me any intermediate results, because I didn't give it time to get any results. So it's still searching. It's up to February of 2000. So we're going to let it go for a few more minutes, or at least until I get tired of yapping, and look at the results. There we go. There's another month. Okay, now we got some intermediate results. I'll do a stop. Yeah, and there's the intermediate results. I could have let it run for an hour or whatever it took, but so I don't get completely bored to death, I stopped it. And here's an article or an ad. It looks like an ad. We'll click on it. Sure enough, this is an ad. BC70XLT sold for $359. Now, can I Oops, I hit the wrong button. I hate when I do that. There we go. They're back here. Got to hit this scroll bar. I was trying to. Oh, here we go. Yeah, July of 2002 is what this radio cost when it first came out. So let's look back here, and there's another article, and here's talking about. I guess it's. This is 2000 again, February 2000. So I guess it's just coming on the market, and they make a little introduction to it. This is under the What's New column. And if I would allow it to continue to search, it would have found BC780XLT through all those issues and gave me, a nice list of things to look through. So if I was doing some research on that particular radio, that would be cool. And for me, since I review radios, this will be a real handy reference. So I appreciate, number one, my subscriber who donated this DVD to me, and number two, if you're interested in the history of radios and scanners and listening and stuff like this, and you enjoyed monitoring times in the past, or you haven't, this might be a pretty good DVD for a birthday or Christmas present. I think the information it's got is really good. I just wish the price wasn't quite so high, but it's probably comparable to other reference DVDs. So if you enjoyed this show, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Our subscriber numbers are still growing. I appreciate that. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.